Hi, I'm Mark. I'm from Auburn, Indiana, and this is my 5x8 mid-range. So this is the Gramper. My granddaughter tried saying Grandpa's camper and said Gramper one day, so I went and got the stickers made up. Basic vents with the bug screens that come from Matt and Wendy's son. I did paint them black, trying to get away from the see-through, which I also use for my air conditioner and my diesel heater.
Nice, so you connect the diesel heater in there and set it on the tongue box?
I set it generally right here so it's not in the rain.
Oh, perfect.
And I just pipe it in there and then leave that one open to vent back out.
And which air conditioner do you use?
I've got the Zero Breeze now,
okay,
which doesn't need the adapters, and the tubes fit pretty much right into here.
Perfect.
And it will heat.
Yeah.
If you reverse the other one, it will heat. Not great, but it'll heat.
Nice, yeah, it stops working when it gets real cold.
Right.
But, you know, but you got the diesel heater for backup. Nice.
Yep, and the solar panel.
Now you have the normal size tongue box instead of these big ones. What do you, is it a catch-all?
It pretty much catches all. Yeah, I've got containers and just where I throw everything.
Yeah, the two little Rotopack setups. Is one for your fuel?
Yeah, I have the fuel over on that side because that's the side I always fuel the Jeep. I got water here, and then I have one that goes on my spare tire on my Jeep. Sometimes I'll put gas there and diesel there if I got the diesel heater. 230 awning. I did add these strip lights my buddy Rob hooked me up with. They work really well, other than the cable going. He put outlets for his plug-in the top. I haven't done that.
And they just power off a USB and there's a switch?
Yeah, I've got it in the back. Inside's pretty basic. Pretty messy, but I live in it, so.
Is this your full-time rig?
It is when I'm on the road, yeah.
Yeah, that's me. It's half-time rig.
Yep, half-time rig.
So you found some good storage. Now, the 5x8, a lot of us have the 9-foot or 10-foot, but looking inside, it's pretty spacious interior.
Yeah, I have plenty of room.
Yeah, so
I really do, for just me.
Yeah, and you could tuck your feet underneath and
This had the rear shelf on it also. I took it off and put it on the bottom to keep the mattress from sliding, and I still have about this much room so I can reach in if I need to turn on anything, flip switches.
Yeah, and now I had a one-door teardrop for years. I still have it, and I never minded it because I can lean up against the wall over there. It feels kind of spacious. I'm seeing almost everyone nowadays has the two-door. Have you had any issues with single door?
It's just making the bed. Well, you climb on top on the mattress or, you know, on the comforter, and you can't pull it because your knees are on it.
Yeah.
But the spare tire's over there, so I wanted it somewhere other than on top or on the bottom at 66 years old.
Now, I'm loving the accessories. This is the part of these videos that end up costing me money.
Good.
Because
you cost me a lot.
Yeah, I know. I hear it. It's a two-way street. So tell me, this 230 slides into the Keter rail?
Yeah, you can slide it wherever you want. And then I've got the shoe bag, too, that I put in here.
Oh, for a tiny
put your shoes in.
shoe bag is pretty
Yeah, well,
nice.
Jake had it on his 230 tent. And then it came with two of them, and I ended up with one of them.
I love it. Well, I will put the links in the video description, and we'll all spend money together.
There you go. Yeah, this is nice, too. I don't have all this stuff in there right now. Rob's not here, but...
Yeah, so the Yakima table, it's pricey. I ended up getting one. I also have this one as well. But you can fully accessorize these through the ports.
Right, and then it's got a big pockets in the back for putting stuff in there.
Nice. Now
I'm just not a big cook. Rob's my cook this week.
Yeah, there you go. That's my favorite. My favorite mod is hanging out next to someone who cooks.
Absolutely. This is cool, spice rack.
A little spice rack from
Yeah,
Kelty has a good place to hang.
I had them in the big brown containers down there, and it just took up so much room, dead space.
Now, we were talking off
way.
camera, but what was your thoughts on this Joy Tuttis fridge?
I'm impressed. I've had this since 2019, and it's never let me down. I had Dometic CFF FX35. It took a crap shortly, wouldn't charge on 12 volt. So they sent me another one and the wire kit, the heavy duty wire kit I put in the Jeep, and it worked fine, and then it finally just got to the point where it was eating up 200 amp hour of battery in about 6 hours. I don't know what happened to it,
Yeah.
but it went nuts.
So
I do have a big ice coat, but this is
don't
tried
think-
and true for the money.
I don't think they make this one anymore. I think it's discontinued, but they were all like white label. It's
Right,
basically
yeah.
looks like the same compressor as the BougeRV 23, and the rest of it's just a cooler, right? I mean, it's
Right,
the
oh, yeah.
compressor that makes the fridge.
But it works like champ, never let me down.
That's nice. And you're running off a power station, or you have the
That's
option
just a
to?
spare. It's plugged into the.
And this is one of your
trailer.
waterproof Bluetooth speaker boxes.
Oh yeah, you gotta have that.
Yeah, you do. All right, so I'll look that up too. It's dangerous watching these videos.
Yeah, I got a lot of power stations. I just brought that one along, just in case.
What do you think about this this Dometic water system?
I love it. I got 2 bottles, plus that spare water bottle up there. She's 2 tap, turn it on, 1 tap, shut it off.
Is it easy to clean?
Yeah, absolutely.
I keep seeing those on the road, and they look like just an amazing option to have next to your camper for your drinking water with the little rechargeable fill.
Right.
But yeah, we'll have to look into that. I saw them there at REI. They sell them online?
Yeah, oh yeah. Yeah, everybody sells Dometic stuff now.
And is this a Devos or?
Yeah, it's the old one. Without the lenses, it's a small one that Matt and Wendy showed off the first time.
So it goes up. So with the tripod, you can
Oh
get
yeah,
some
it'll go up
elevation.
though. I can just barely touch the
Does
buttons.
it have white light and amber?
Just white.
Oh, just white.
Yeah.
Okay.
Either
so
2 bulbs on or 4 bulbs on, and then I got the extra battery, and that thing lasts for a week or so with this battery constantly charging this as it uses power.
They make really good stuff. So I love the storage. It seems like everything that you're doing is orderly. You got waterproof boxes. All
Right.
this stuff go into the galley?
Yeah. Time to oil the hinges. Yeah, the brown boxes all go up here. This goes in the Jeep.
So you have an ice maker.
I do. You got to have ice if you drink bourbon.
Yeah, all right. We got
I usually have a crowd.
We have our battery system back here, our waterproof boxes. These are just REI, Harbor Freight.
Actually, cigars come in them, believe it or not.
Oh, nice. So they come free.
Yes, they do. And then I got a ham radio down here in the back corner,
Nice. A
so
ham.
I can put my antenna up.
I see you have a cell booster on the
Yeah,
side
it's
as
right
well.
here. It's also Velcroed, so I can pull it out and put it in the Jeep if I need to. And then I keep my cups in this bread box, and I added this, obviously.
Did you build this?
No, I bought it on Amazon like everybody buys everything off Amazon.
So that's a really cool accessory.
And
to
I
have.
put, lighting underneath all the shelves.
So a little LED strip running underneath.
Yep, so the old man can see.
Nice. Is this what we're cooking with?
It is. Yeah, it's a Dometic. I forgot I upgraded.
But you said you're kind of like me. We'll eat out or we'll make easy
Well,
stuff. Not doing much chefing.
I'm just not a cook. The jet broil comes out and a couple hot dogs goes in there. But when I got Rob coming, he's cooking steak and he's got a broiler and he's making cornbread. And why should I even fool with it? I can't even compete with that. That's not me.
Nice. You supply the bourbon.
I do.
There you go.
do.
It's a fair trade.
Yeah.
So if you were to get a hiker all over again, first of all, would you?
Yes, I would. But no, I wouldn't.
All right.
I know
talk
I'm
to me.
confusing you there, but I am 66 and I am ready to step into something I can stand up in. That's my only complaint. Is
So-
I have to, get out to do that, or
So
it's a pain.
I don't know when this video will be released, but have you happened to see what they have parked up?
I haven't looked at it yet, but I knew it was coming.
Yeah,
I had been
so
to the
hiker
I've been to
showed
the
up-
shop quite a bit and saw it in its progression.
A hiker showed up with a stand-up version of
Yeah.
their trailers. But as far as how this is held up,
Oh,
and-
I've had no problem. Other than the screws are rusting.
yeah,
A lot of people complain about that. They've changed. They've got better.
they've changed
obviously.
to a better stainless steel, and I had to even take a few out of mine.
Right, and now they're making these longer because they shrink.
Yep. So these pieces here are called RV trim insert,
Right.
And it only takes a second to put
Oh,
in.
yeah.
They only cost a couple bucks. But what we're talking about is you'll see on a new hiker, they leave long extra
Yep,
tails.
they hang out so once they shrink. They
So
can
you let them
trim.
shrink and then you trim them
Yep.
off. But where is home for you, you said?
Auburn, Indiana, North Fort Wayne.
So you're getting some heat.
Oh, yeah.
Some sun and heat in
Oh,
the
yeah.
summer, and then that can wreak havoc on any
Yep.
trailer. Do you store yours undercover inside?
It's in the garage. That's the reason I haven't went with the stand-up, because I can't get it in the garage. I'm gonna have to store it somewhere. This is paid for.
Yeah.
It served me well, and
Well,
but at some point, I'd
it's
like to
time to go
get
to
a little
stand-
bigger.
Now, if you went with a stand-up camper, would you go bathroom inside or keep it simple?
Bathroom inside would be nice.
Yeah.
I can live without it. I've got a electric porta-toilet
Yep.
in the Jeep that I was going to bring, but the outhouses are right there, and I thought, well, I'm right on the road. This is not a good place for me to be setting that up, because I do have a shower enclosure and then a full-length awning on the other side.
Hey, so if you were in the market for another hiker today, hypothetically, or you were helping someone out, what's one thing that you think everyone should go with?
Solar for me. I mean, that's just big battery and solar.
The ability
Because I am
to-
not a campground person.
Yep.
I want to get away from everybody because I deal with people all the time. I am happy just even in a field of grass by an edge of trees, but you got to have solar for your fridge and all that.
So big battery and solar, and I agree with you. There's a different level of freedom when you get to a quiet campground. You don't have to be stacked on top of people, but you can also save a lot of money.
Oh, absolutely.
If you're going a lot, you can save $15, $20 a day.
Oh, yeah, easily.
Just going with the dispersed.
Some of these places are $50 on up.
Yeah, if you need water, sewer.
And I was smart enough to bring my adapter for the power because I had no idea there was only 30 amp and 50 amp power here.
So do you have an inverter in your trailer?
I do, thanks to you.
Oh,
No, it originally had one. I didn't like it. It was too low. It wouldn't run my ice maker.
that's a BougeRV.
So
What
I put the
size?
BougeRV in after watching your video.
It's 1,000 or 2?
2,
2,000.
and it run. This pulls about 998 on startup. The 1,000 wouldn't hold it. It just wouldn't. It wouldn't run it.
So
And it was a Renogy. But
anytime we're talking about appliances that make cold, there's an inrush current.
Right.
So that's what we're talking about. The numbers spike really high, but then they settle down.
right, it maybe only run 20 watts after it
Yeah,
spikes,
so
but it's almost
easy on
1,000.
batteries, but it's hard on inverters.
Right.
So you got to have a good oversized piece of gear. Have you been happy with that?
Absolutely.
All right.
It runs that thing nonstop without any problems.
So we're out here at Hiker Fest. I really appreciate you taking us
Thank
on
you,
a
Brian.
tour, and appreciate everyone for watching. And we're gonna keep checking out all these highly modified hikers. So, thank
See
you.
ya.